PB&JaXZ.
The Z is silent.
Alright, now I'm going to talk to this guy who provides a game that's really grown in
What a
popularity.
waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alright. And I will explain Gwent.
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
I'm going to put these guys in. And we're going to change my leader, which is that card I picked up. So, the leader effect, as you can see on the bottom, does a special thing. And the two cards I have, this one plays an impenetrable fog, which is a weather ability, which I'll go into detail later. And this one clears weather abilities. So I will do the impenetrable fog one, because I find it more useful than clearing out weather. Alright, so here I have impenetrable fog and torrential rain. Torrential rain will clear out that back row, and by clear out I mean it'll make all your units turn into one. Now as you can see, I mainly have melee weapons, melee units, which are the ones that go in the front. So I can use torrential rain when I want to. Impenetrable fog takes out that middle row, which is your archers here, and your ranged guys, and that will reduce everyone to one. And Biting Frost, which is a card I don't have in my hand, that removes your front row. So I'm going to take away Torrential Rain, and I got another Torrential Rain. I'm going to do it again, but this time I got a better Trebuchet, which is my siege unit. So my first turn, I'm just going to put a 1 unit to see where he's going. And on the left you see who has the most points and who's going to win. And in this game you cannot draw another card, so you are supposed to strategically place your units around and win. So I place this unit here, I'm up to 5 and I'm beating his 2. Now he's beating my 6. But I'm going to let him win, and I'm going to place this guy down here. And what this guy does is when I put him down, I draw 2 cards, but he gets the points. And you see there, I drew a Biting Frost, which will take out that front row down to 1. And since I already have a 1 person, I can play this, and all his units in the front row are down to 1, and he's only beating me by 3. And you see he passed there, so I have a chance to win. If I place down this guy, I beat him. And passing, you cannot use your turns, and it ends your round. And from there, he lost a life, and you have 2 lives to lose.
How many turns is a round?
A turn, it goes infinitely until you both pass, or you run out of cards. And since I just won there, my faction ability, which are abilities by each faction you choose, and I'll tell you all the factions later, I get to draw an extra card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these guy in front. And this is important because I'll show you another combo you can do. Now guys, with that little handshake symbol there, if you place a card with the same name on there, they both gain 2 times the points. So now I'm at 16, which is an impressive amount for early in the game. But he did Biting Frost, which kind of just pulled my whole thing back down, and I'm at 4. But he only has an archer unit, so I have Impenetrable Fog, which will take out his row. But I'm not going to play that yet. I'm going to play my Trebuchet in the back row, and that'll bring me above him. And I'm going to put my Ballista back here too, and that'll still keep me above him. And now this unit's very important to how I'm going to play with the Northern Realms. And this unit has an ability that when I play him, all the other units in that row gain +1, which is a really impressive ability when you stack that character together. And now I'm going to put this 5 out here just to stall for time and to see what he does. He keeps putting out 1 row, guys, which means he's not really going to beat me. But just in case, I'm going to play Impenetrable Fog just so that 5's out of here. And now he's out of cards, as you can see from the top left, which means his next round he plays, he automatically has to pass. Unless he plays his leader ability. So I just won there. And every time I win, I think,
Well,
I get a free card,
you've a knack
which is
for
kind of
this.
important, but I won't be
If
getting
you
all
ever
the
find
cards.
yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Oh, he gave me a miraculous guide to Gwent, in which when I read it, it tells me how many cards I can get from each place. So I have 5 cards in White Orchard, which is the area I'm in now, 1 card in Kaer Morhen, 1 Vizima, Velen, 52, and 35 in Novigrad, and 28 in Skellige Isles.